It is said that unplanned trips are the best because planned trips never happen. Even after tremendous amount of research and planning, due to some uncertainties, we were able to execute only 20% of it. So, 80% was full of surprises and we are glad that it happened. Hi, I'm Manoj Madhur, and with me my friend Abhilash aka Avhi go on a trip to few locations in the beautiful state of Karnataka. And our first stop is Bengaluru. Let's begin. After a quick fresh up at an Airbnb that we booked in advance, our only place to visit for the day was Bannerghatta National Park. Though I hate animals being in captive, I've heard about the zoological park a lot and wanted to witness it in person. Abhi, being a fellow animal lover, we didn't have any objections in dedicating our whole day in this leisure visit. You can forward this video till the time duration shown above because personally, I didn't feel this zoo that great compared to the one in Hyderabad, which is Nehru Zoological Park, which has much more to offer. Okay, let's move on. This was our first time seeing zebra. Such beautiful creatures with stunning patterns. Tigers were probably enjoying the day by basking under the sun. Not sure if you can spot, but there's one in the middle under the tree. That bear was chilling as well. I didn't like this though. Two cute baby elephants kept in such a small captive away from their parents. These exotic macaws are simply beauty at its best. Magnificent, aren't they? This one looked like it was posing for us. This captive had a wide variety of birds such as swans, pelicans, spoonbills, hornbills, etc. all living together in harmony. And that's it. Yep. Even though I captured only few enclosures, this zoo is pretty small and probably we had a lot of expectations. But that's okay. We had plenty of time to catch up with few friends and relax to recover our lost sleep from last night. Next day, after renting out a bike, we had our breakfast and headed to the most cliché location which is known for a short weekend trip from Bengaluru, the Nandi Hills.
In 300 meters, slide right onto Ramana Maharshi Road, Sankey Road.
Barrage of Instagram reels, stories and friends posting pictures of this place made us wonder what's in it. We gotta see for ourselves. The moment we got off the highway, there was a change in the landscape. Scenic view began, tall trees on the sides of the road and hills that we see at a distance.
In 400 meters, turn right onto Nandi Hills Main Road.
And the second disappointment. The road to go on top of Nandi Hills was under repair. The frustrated me did not even take out my phone to shoot it and sat at the entrance for a few minutes with despair. But without losing hope, I started searching for alternate routes to reach on top of the hill, and that is when I found the trekking trail, which was on the not so familiar route, I guess. Judging by the number of vehicles, only few of them knew about this and we were quite lucky to get here as well. This is roughly around 4 to 5 kilometers of trek, which takes about an hour and trust me, it's worth it. You'll see shortly. We could see old ruins and Nandi figures. Basically, this is a hill fortress from the time of Tipu Sultan's rule. We started to get the gist of it from half of the trek. The beauty of this trek started unraveling as we went higher and higher. There is a temple here and approximately after a kilometer more is when we reach the peak of this hill. Few people who were descending earlier advised us not to miss this peak point because it is like a different place altogether and would be worth it. So let's see if that place justifies what they said. Even though the closing time was 5 p.m, We thought to move ahead and see what's up ahead because we didn't want to go back with regrets. Speechless. Yep. We were amazed on how beautiful this place is and stood there for some time because this is not a sight that we get to see often. As we moved a bit further, we saw that this place had more to offer. This was spectacular. Literally above the clouds. Meet our very own guide. This little fella met us at somewhere around 80% of the trek, showed us the right path from a certain distance and has been with us since then. Unfortunately, we had to leave this place as it started getting dark and foggier as the time passed. Remember the pond which we saw just a while back? This is that now. Descending was difficult because it was pitch dark and as it rained a bit, the trail was slippery. The dog which you saw earlier was with us until the end of this trek. Thanks to her that we were able to follow her lead and didn't go missing in the hills. We wanted to thank her for helping us by giving some food, but we had nothing. So I made my friend Abhi stay there and quickly went to get few packets of biscuits from a store nearby. It was good to see her happy, wagging her tail while eating. Even though things didn't work out the way we planned, this was much more than what we expected. I recommend people who are planning to visit Nandi Hills to not only go to the commercial on-road part of it, but to witness the off-road beauty as well. So this episode from Karnataka Travel Series comes to an end. Let's catch up with the next one. This is Manoj Madhur, signing off.